gbogbo ìjókòó ìrò látòrí gómìnà wa ní ilẹ̀ Ògùn, mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo orí adé tó wà pẹ̀lú mi láti orí kábíyèsí aláyélúwà alákìtì ilẹ̀ Ìgbà, kábíyèsí aláyélúwà òṣìlẹ̀ òkè ọ̀nà àti olú ìlàrọ̀. Ju gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ kábíyèsí gbogbo kábíyèsí, ọba tó ń fọba jẹ, tó tún jẹ́ kí ọjọ́ ìlú kí ó ṣojú wa. Mo wá fẹ́ tọrọ gáfárà nítorí pé a ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àlejò ní àárín gbogbo wa tí wọn ò gbọ́ èdè Yorùbá wa. Ọ̀kan náà ni wá níwájú Ọlọ́run. I want to thank each and every one of us here today. Permit me to stand on all existing protocols. Above all, I will give all the glory to the King of Kings. There's a wind of change blowing in our midst, and we should give glory and thanks to God Almighty. Nigeria came to be a nation in 1914. But before the existence of Nigeria, there has been governance through kingship system, both from the northern part of the country and the southern part of the country. It has been for centuries. And what has been the driving force? It's our heritage, our culture, and our tradition. There is a strong binding force across the entire country and to the entire Africa as a continent. One of it is why we're here today. The Drum Festival is very common to all the countries in Africa. Same with our pattern of dressing, and the same with the reason and the way we worship. That is our source. That is our heritage. We shouldn't forget it. This is a very strong binding force between all of us in Africa, and as a result, it's something we shouldn't joke with. I give all the glory for giving it to the entire Ogun State people, being led by His Excellency Senator Ibikule Yamusu. This will dovetail to the entire country and the entire continent as a whole, because we can see a lot of ambassadors here. They came to support the binding force that is common to all of us in Africa. We shouldn't joke with it. We should work on how to bring the harmony together, and it will definitely boost our tourism potential that we can experience in the entire land of Africa. As a result, we should all come together as one driving force to help this heritage, to left this culture to continue to nurture it, and we should be very proud of what we own. This is what we own, and this is what is ours, and this is what is bringing all of us together in Africa. We should be proud of our heritage. Today, I am very proud that we are rejuvenating our dead culture. We are rejuvenating our dead heritage, and we are very proud to be associated with it. Thank you very much, Ogun State government and the entire Ogun State people. This is a good starting point, and we should all capitalize on it. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikuli Amosu, CON, FCA, the Deputy Governor, the First Lady, may I please stand on the existing protocol. I want to congratulate our Governor for doing it again. Not since first act of 1977 have we made any attempt to go back to our roots, to find out the attractiveness in our culture, those things that will make people come to us in their millions to come and see how we were before the white man came here. We know the white man came, he found that we already had a society that was well cultured. They had nothing to add to the civilization that they met here. For 100 years, we had the Yoruba civil wars. But people were before that war, and the same people were after that war. The culture was never abrogated, as some historians want us to believe. So we are back to what we ought to have been doing over all the years. Oil is gone, and gone for good. We cannot expect to find as much money as we got from oil before. But we cannot go on mourning our faith. We have to go to what we have and use what we have to get what we want. We have so much to offer the world. See what has happened here this afternoon. Some people will tell you going back to your culture is idol worshiping. That is bullshit. It is rubbish. Any culture that you don't have to put oil and put the blood of chicken and bow to that particular thing, you have not worshipped any idol. So, Governor of the state, you have set the pace now. You expect other governors, other countries to follow suit, so that we don't have to go abroad to go on holidays. Let us know about our neighbors. Let's know about the countries surrounding us. Let us learn their culture and respect ourselves. This that you have done, this thing you have done today is marvelous. And may God continue to strengthen you and take you to places. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikuli Amosu, I will stand on all the existing protocol. I want to congratulate Your Excellency and the good people of Ogun State, and particularly men and women in the Ministry of Culture and Tourism for putting this program together. I think in the life of any human being, the sound of any beat signifies life. And I want to appreciate God that today the entire world, Nigeria and indeed Ogun State, is alive. It is drumming that we will all be entertained in the next 4 or 5 days. I want to trust God that what is happening here in Ogun State today will usher in blessing to Nigeria, because at a time like this, Nigeria needs a turning around, and it is only by the beating of the drum that a man can turn himself or herself around. I want to say that what we are witnessing here in Ogun State today is significant, because the good people of Ogun State, through this administration, are trying to turn around the tide of this nation by what we are witnessing in Ogun State. It is my prayer that all that we are drumming will bring more life to Nigeria, and it will bring more prosperity to the good people of this nation. Our heritage remains our roots, and we cannot afford to mix that link. We have been connected back to our links with this drumming festival. It is my prayer that we will not go back to Egypt. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, I stand on all other protocols. I am more than delighted to just even stand here and address this gathering. It is an occasion that I will never forget. And it happens to be, it is when I am talking that the 16-foot drum is being carried into the arena. So I dare not hold you for too long. I must say that I appreciate the fact that we are all gathering here today to celebrate our creation.
Autocracies are seeking control of their phobias. Drugs is part and parcel of Africa's life, and indeed the world as a whole. Its social and economic importance cannot be overemphasized. It is relevant during festivals, in peace, and even in wars. It is also a means of communication among the Africans. Drums is a strong determinant, an indicator of the mood of the people, while it can prompt people into action. It can also bring peace to an otherwise charged situation. Talking drums, for instance, will suggest, direct and remind people of the next line of action to take during community meetings, gatherings, and ceremonies. Apart from their entertainment value, drums are also part of our spiritual development. It is therefore not wrong to say that drums and drumming are a significant part of our culture, and at the macro level, beating of the drum is a matter of awakening to us, and particularly our rich cultural heritage. That is what this festival is all about. Our convergence here today is to witness a landmark in history, to celebrate and promote our country through drums, and going down the memory lane to exhibit the rich culture in drums and dancing. And to all our guests, if there is anything to take away from this festival, it is the need for cultural awakening in our different states. The new social, economic, and political developments are predicated on connecting with our cultural roots and values. We in Ogun State, we have decided to stage this Nigerian Drums Festival, now known as African Drum Festival, which is the first of its kind in Nigeria and indeed the continent of Africa, in order to revive that aspect of our lives that connect to our history. Without mincing words, this drum festival will be an avenue to showcase the different types of drums available in the country, to the entire world through performances, dances, and exhibitions. It will also be an opportunity to learn more about the dances peculiar to our state and indeed the continent in the continent of Africa. Indeed, our government's policy of cultural and tourism has been designed to develop, preserve, and promote our cultural heritage. This we have continued to pursue with passion and determination. We have our various festivals such as the Lishabi, which is peculiar to a dance. We do the Oba Festival common with the Jebus, and the Orono Festival that is common to the Yewa. These are some of the pride of our dear state. Also, we have continued to preserve our touristic sites over the years, because there are many, and they are in the good place that we've given. The Olumoro is there, which has been listed as one of the World Heritage Sites by the UNESCO. The Yemoji Warm Stream near Ijebu-Ode, the Bilikisu Shugo Shrine Okeri, Oshuro Spring in Imeko, Central Hall in Abeokuta, and so many more. Let me use this opportunity to inform all that Ogun State is a cultural and tourism hub. Therefore, apart from attending this Nigerian Drum Festival and African Drum Festival, I urge you to explore the gateway advantage. Please do not just pass through our state, but allow our state to pass through you by visiting all these our lovely sites. You will not regret doing that. Indeed, we will treat you to a serene and hospitable environment that are vastly in existence in our dear state. Let me commend all of those that have entertained us. I've seen wonderful talents on display today. But I know as the day progresses, tomorrow, day after, all our participating states will showcase what they have in their different states. So thank you for bringing all of this up. And to the government, to the federal government, to particularly the Ministry of Information and Culture. Yes, I've taken on board what you said. We are going to have this art festival. Indeed, we are planning something slightly different, but I think it's always better to include this. Particularly, and I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility, Ogun State in the context of Nigeria, you know, even artists, even all these cultural places, you know where we stand. And that is why today we have showcased one of the forerunners of what I would say culture in Nigeria. You know what we did in showcasing. So let me now, because we have this drum here, this is the tallest drum, traditional drum that we have indeed in the world, 16 feet. And by the time we unveil it, which I will, okay, no, it's this one. It's this one. We have different ones. We have about 3. We will unveil it now. I'm sure we will get there. They will bring it here. I will just pull the cloth down. And once we pull the cloth down, everybody will see it. Now we want to beat it, but you know the way it is. People are asking me, do we have the crane here? No. They will bend it, and I think they will do what we have to do. There are no better time to do this than now. We are talking about we want to diversify our economy. I've listened to all that has been said. Everywhere you will see what tourism brings to people. You see when we manage our culture. You see what will be given to us. With our population and with our ideas and with our rich culture, I think we don't have anybody to blame other than ourselves if we do not take advantage of what culture and tourism offers. For us in Ogun State, this is the way to go. We will continue on that line of action, and I know everybody will be better for it. Let me thank those that came very, very early. Kano State contingent arrived since yesterday. Niger, Edo, Katsina, Kebbi, the other way. So thank you for attending this beautiful and eventful historic ceremony. I will not forget all Olori, my wife, and everybody, the deputy governor, everybody, the Ministry of Culture that put this thing together. Indeed, the ESCO, thank you, well done. This is the way it should be. Next year will be better than this, I can assure you. Everybody, we will get, I'm sure our African brothers are here, brothers and sisters.